Hello Aries, how you doing? Welcome to your energy tarot reading here on the Astroflower. Had a slight change to the energy updates this week. We broke it into two sections and we got messages from the energies, and we've also got the messages of the energy update, as it were, that goes into the sun and so forth. Great messages at the moment. Great chakra sequencing, to be honest. Really beautiful stuff. We're going to be going into that a little bit later on with the elements. And there's a lot going on the sun at the moment, and a lot going on in the vibrations. So being very attentive, I think, is a really good idea at the moment. Let's just sort of pull up your cards and see what's going on for you. So here's your cards here. Just pull them up now. Let's just see what's going on with the general energy that's blowing through there. There seems to be, with fire signs at the moment, there's a lot of energy that's coming from within you. And it seems like here there's a definite determination, or you should follow the determinations that come from within you to get the foundation right. To, if you're working on if you're in a relationship, or if you're looking for a relationship, or you're going on a spiritual path, making sure the T's are crossed and the I's are dotted. It's doing the due diligence, I think. And this feels like it's on both sides more than anything else. And the reason that is because if you get the foundations in right place, there's a lot of energy that's opening up to the future, and it's exploring the possibilities. Yeah, good quality work that is from within you that affects the entire world that is around you. Really beautiful energies. Your karmic path here on your relationship side is certainly playing into the connections in the outside world. I think it's being observative about how you sort of connect with the outside world, how synchronicities are feeding into your life, how the energy is giving you heads up as you go along. And you get the Four of Wands. Yeah, it could be the fundamentals is going into a relationship, opening up to a relationship. And it's now is the time, and to do it correctly. That's what it feels like. This time I want to do it correctly. And and it's not a case of kind of going, if I did that wrong last time, therefore I'm not going to do that at all. It's just maybe I did, that didn't go well like that last time. Therefore, this time here, let's do it a little bit different, and we get a different result. And the synchronicities here are really straight. They're they are playing outwards, but they're mainly very, very straight. So I think it's the message you need to be giving out to the universe, or the coincidences around you, should be very, very clear messages that what you put out is what you're going to get back. And there is no choices to be made here. Once it's absolutely clear for you, you can take that blindfold off, and you'll be able to see clearly. You can see clearly now the rain has gone. You might have made this proposition of a relationship, and you're waiting for the return, in a way, or the confirmation, as it were. But I wouldn't worry about it, because they're the only person that's going to be losing out. But whatever it is, I think don't waste too much time on making decisions here. Just making sure it's clear and it works for you in regards to relationships. The past is playing into this as well. You know what you've had, you know what you don't want. There is an offering of love that comes into your life here, that's come into your life. And I think maybe you're umming and ahhing about choosing this. Maybe someone's been coming close to you and showing, more affection for you and opening up to you. And it's, shouldn't I? I think the coincidence is going to confirm a lot of, yes, this is a good thing for you, Aries. And I think this opens up and helps you enormously within your future to sort of see the enormous amounts of possibilities, because that's what it feels like in your future. There is a lot of possibilities for you. And you get the Page of Wands. You need to explore your passions. I think this is, once you stop umming and ahhing, and you get the fundamentals right, and if it feels fundamentally right for you, then go for it. Don't hold back anymore. Don't dilly-dally. And then you can explore on how you can engage with this relationship in a really passionate way. In how do you engage in this week here? I think you've got to engage in, like, this is a new offering. It's not, it's, you can draw similarities with the past, with any past relationships, but doing that is only going to put you into confusion. I wouldn't. I would just go into it with the, the idea that this is a opportunity for enjoyment and love. Yeah, don't carry too much. Don't try and, don't try and carry everything in the situation here. Just make sure the fundamentals of what you're looking for within a relationship are very clear for you. If that's very clear for you, then stick to the simple stuff. Keep it simple this week and just enjoy. So you don't have to make a major sort of foundational changes within your life. It's being very consistent. Let's just see what's going on the financial side. Karmic path seems to be very set. You know what you want. If you're looking for a new job, you should be starting to get really focused on, what is within your capacities to do. There's no point. I can't apply for a job as a scuba diver because I can't. Well, I can scuba dive, but I wouldn't do it. I don't have the body or the health situation in order to do that. So just being really clear about, what you want and what you can put your energies into. And yeah, you do get a good, it will refresh you. Once you start actually going after the possibilities rather than running around after the impossibilities, I think it's going to make you feel a lot more at one with yourself. And the more at one with yourself is the more opportunities that open up for you. The synchronicities are very sort of straight as well. I think you also know what you want. This is all about the fundamental things of being really squared off. Yeah, you get the Two of Wands. You've definitely got a plan here, a plan of action that could be into going off on a journey. But you might have to move a lot in order to go to that job or get that job. You might have to move area, or you might have to go out and get that success. Go out and start applying for jobs and so forth. Whatever it is, you've got to put in action that plan, and I think that action is going to make you really happy. In your past self is come to a point where it seems like that you've been doing everything correctly, but you haven't got as far as you want to be down the road, and that needs to sort of change. Yeah, there is a 10 of swords here. There is something that needs to be dead, done and dusted with, and I think it's more of an idea within you about the limitations that you put upon yourself. I think that's what needs to be dead, done and dusted with, because the future there's a really beautiful vibration there coming in there, and it seems to have something to do with trains and writing. It could be drawing, it could be calculations. It's noting down stuff, that sort of thing. You get the 5 of Cups. In the future here, I think you're saying goodbye to disappointments. I think it's almost sort of saying, don't miss this train here by allowing your limitations to stop you from getting the job that you want to get. Because if you do, you will be disappointed with life. If you don't, and you start kind of going after what stimulates you, then I think you're going to be saying goodbye to all disappointments in your life. How should you engage in this week here? You should engage in a way, what's coming straight away, it comes to it, as should be engaging in a way that this is a fresh start for you. Everything is fresh, everything is new. And it gives a similar sort of feeling on the relationship side as well. Yeah, you have to streamline a lot of things this week and really start concentrating on that good stuff, which is just behind you. And it's the same thing with this. Those 3 cups are wasted, and like a little bit like that. Stop, wondering and wondering about, illusionary sort of things. Only if. I think this is a case here as if it stimulates you, you've got to start putting it into action. And that's that plan of action that's coming into place there, I think, this week here. And in order to do that, you need to get rid of the certain limitations that you put upon yourself, more than anything else. Let's just bring up your elements. Now, we did talk about the elements, these exact elements, I think 2 weeks ago. It could have been 2 weeks ago. It could have been even last week. But in the energy update, we went into it about how it's going to be mainly water and air for this week here. And then around about sort of Tuesday, Wednesday, it's going to change over to a bit of earth and maybe a bit of fire as well, which will suit you a lot more because the foundations will then start supporting your dreams of going forward. So we're looking at the air and water combinations, and the only air and water combinations really we have is this section here, and this going from the going from that fixed water on your karmic path, and it gets changed into fixed air. That comes from Aquarius, which is the energy at the moment. And I think this is where your karmic, your enthusiasm for life through that sort of Queen of Cups is going to put pay to something that has been holding you back. And I think that's from the self-limitation, and get rid of that disappointment that you may have felt in life. So I'm going to pull a couple of cards on this section here, how the karmic path is playing into your future. And also on this section here, and seeing how your actions of the day are affecting also the, your karmic path and your development on your financial side. What are the messages that are coming in from the energies for that? Let's just pull your cards back up and let's just see what's going there. We're going to start on the relationship side. Page of Wands. Page of Wands. Page is always learning. The page is learning to be a knight. And I think here is where you've got to learn to explore your passions in order for that Knight of Cups to really come into fruition. You get the Page of Cups as well. Yeah, I think that you need to really explore. Be very flexible, open to new things. But just knowing what works for you, I think, is really important. Then you get the Ace of Cups. The energy wants you to be in love. Stop making it harder than it actually needs to be, Aries, by the looks of it. Stop being so hard on yourself, because we always end up being hard on everybody else that is around us. Four of Pentacles. Let go of that trying to, faffing about, trying to make a decision. Just take the decision. If it feels right for you, do it. And I think the energy will back you up there enormously. Okay? Let's just see what's going on the financial side. What's that? Ace, Queen of Cups. How's that paying there? You get the Page of Swords. Look at this. You've now got the 3 pages on the table here. This is a real learning of transition for you. A real learning of transition. And I think it's learning about the respectability that is within you. The that 3 of Pentacles. And look at that. You get the Page of Pentacles as well. You've got every single page that you could possibly have at the moment. Look at that. Amazing. All the pages. You are learning to become a knight of your own destiny more than anything else. With the Page of Swords and the Page of Pentacles. It's putting it into action. Putting the ideal of your happiness into action. Yeah. Lover's card as well. You falling in love with what you're doing, basically. It's going to make you feel incredibly good. Let's just see how this 4 of Cups can influence this 5 of Cups just at the top there, where we get the mutable water that comes in. Magician. Yeah, you can manifest what you want. And I think the manifest starts with you feeling at home and at one with what you do. And when you do, that is what you're going to produce. I think the energy does want you to get rid of something that's in your past that's holding you back. Something that could be sort of like your own sort of limitations that you place upon yourself. Once you get rid of that, I think you're going to be in a really good way, actually, sort of Aries, financially. It's a new beginning for you. There's a real transition going on. So, yeah, there you go. Don't forget about messages from energies and the energy update. Also, the other energy videos that we do on this channel as well. Thanking you very much for all the support you give to this channel, and I will see you soon. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.